Most welcome to Storyspanarna History Consensus and Rivers of War, Korea 1950-1951. Several significant battles in the Korean War were fought over and around rivers. Due to the peninsula's mountainous terrain and numerous rivers that created natural defensive lines. Several notable engineering feats stood out in river crossings during the Korean War, often playing a decisive role in enabling troop movements, logistics, and tactical success under fire. The war highlighted the importance of military engineers, especially from the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and other UN contingents, who constructed and repaired critical infrastructure under extreme conditions. So, follow us across these contested rivers, and please subscribe to our channel and join us on our journey in history. Rivers in Korea, such as the Nakdong, Han, Imjin and Jalo, served as natural defensive barriers. They often became front lines in key phases of the war. In the summer of 1950, United Nations forces made a last stand along the Nakdong River to halt the North Korean advance. Its defensive potential helped buy time for reinforcements and supplies to arrive. The Imjin River saw heavy fighting during 1951 Chinese Spring Offensive. Its crossing points were critical to British, American and other UN forces holding positions north of Seoul. Major river crossings often became objectives because controlling a river could mean controlling access to major cities or transportation routes. Control of the Han River was crucial for capturing or defending Seoul. Repeated battles occurred over its bridges and forts, as Seoul changed hands multiple times. The Jalo River, located on the border with China, marked the limit with North Korea. When UN forces advanced to the Jalo in 1950, it prompted massive Chinese intervention, dramatically changing the war. Crossing rivers in a combat zone posed enormous logistical challenges. Retreating forces often blow up bridges to slow enemy pursuit, forcing the use of temporary pontoon bridges or amphibious operations. Combat engineers played a vital role in building and maintaining river crossings under fire. Their work was often the difference between success and failure in offensive operations. The three parallel railway bridges over the Han River in Seoul, under attack by US bombers, and the destroyed road bridge to the right. Then there is the Warshon Reservoir Dam that was attacked with torpedoes by Douglas A.D. Sky Raiders from USS Princeton to deny the enemy the tactical use of controlled flooding on the Pukan and Han rivers. Torpedoes were used after bombs failed to achieve the desired results. They destroyed one floodgate and partially destroyed another. This was the only Korean War use of torpedoes. In the Battle of the Pusan Perimeter, August to September 1950, the Nakdong River formed a natural defensive line for UN forces during the North Korean push south. North Korean forces repeatedly tried to cross the river under fire to break the perimeter. UN troops, especially US and South Korean units, held the line with support from air power and artillery, using the river as a barrier. North Korean crossings were costly and largely unsuccessful. The defense bought time for reinforcements and equipment to arrive. It marked a turning point that allowed the UN to go to the offensive. Bridges were destroyed, and some got really stuck on them, like this North Korean tank, while others overcame the obstacles, such as these refugees in this famous image climbing over the wrecked bridge over the Taedong River in Pyongyang. The Chinese Spring Offensive in April 1951 targeted the Yun Line along the Imjin River, a key defensive position held by British, Belgian and South Korean units. Chinese troops crossed the river in large numbers at night, exploiting weak points and overwhelming the defenders. The battle delayed the Chinese long enough for UN forces to regroup and hold the line north of Seoul, ultimately preventing the fall of the city. The Korean War saw numerous heroic acts by combat engineers, often working under extreme danger to build, repair, or destroy critical infrastructure during river crossings. These acts were not only technically impressive, but also personally courageous, often carried out under direct enemy fire. Terrain in Korea, particularly around rivers, created natural defensive advantages, favored smaller disciplined units, and often neutralized numerical superiority. This is why unstrengthened UN units, like those at Imjin, could hold off much larger Chinese forces, and why Chinese offensives often collapsed under logistical strain in mountainous river valleys like Sojiang. The Imjin and Suyang river battles in particular are among the most studied for their technical and strategic implications.
That's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.